Slater smelled one of my farts. Yeah. I live a pretty cool life. I live in Los Angeles. I get to fart in front of B-level celebrities. Paul Rudd smelled one of my farts, but he's an A, and it's not a good story. Christian Slater, I did not know Christian Slater before this. I still do not know him. He will remember me, however, forever. I made that kind of impression. In case you're not familiar with Christian Slater, you should be. He's my generation's Jack Nicholson, and I say that mainly because he seems like he's doing a Jack Nicholson impression in most things he does. And I fucking love him, don't get me wrong, but, so I get off, I have a voiceover audition early in the morning, it's about 8 in the morning, for a cartoon, and I head over to the voiceover audition. And this week, I have been eating especially badly. So I'm just full of sausage McMuffins and frowns. And I get off the elevator to head in the audition, and the only other person sitting in the waiting area for the audition is Christian Slater. And I see him, and in my head, I'm like, fuck yeah, it's the guy from True Romance and Heathers, and I fucking love him. That's awesome. So I go, hey, man. And he goes, hey, man. I don't do impressions, so that's all you get. And I sit next to Christian Slater, and they call him in a minute, and I'm sitting there alone, and I'm like, oh, I should look at this script and check it out before I head in for my audition. So all I do is move from sitting position to standing position, and a horrible, horrible fart just falls out of my body. No heads up, just fucking. And immediately I'm like, God damn it, And as anybody who's ever done this knows, this does not make a fart go away. All this does is put that fart in places that it already wasn't. I have now put that fart over there, and over here, and over here, and I'm furious with myself. I hate myself so much I want to murder myself. I'm just like, God damn it. I just don't get heads up anymore from my butthole. I'll get back to Christian, but I'll rewind to a couple of months before that. One of the first times I did that, farting in public and not knowing, I went to a comic book store to buy my comical books, and you would think they'd be used to horrible smells in a comic book store. And I'm in a narrow aisle looking at my stuff, and there's another heavy nerd at the other end of the aisle, heavy-set nerd, and it's a narrow aisle, so both of us two fatties can't fit in the aisle at the same time. So he even looks like the comic book guy from The Simpsons, he's got like the Hawaiian shirt and the whole deal, and Crocs. Fatties don't wear Crocs, it's not a good look. So he needs to get by me, so he very politely says, excuse me, all I do is move this leg 5 inches back. And a 5-second fart falls out of me. Loud as fuck. Louder than the shitty music they're playing in the comic book store. Just fucking. And it was one of those ones that goes up at the end, fucking whoop, where you're like, how did my asshole hit a high note like that? So I turn to him immediately and I go, excuse me. Repeating what he said, but in a different way. Thinking we're about to bond forever. Like we weren't friends before, but now we will be. two fat, unfuckable fucks. We're both gross and people hate us. Ha ha ha. Nothing. He just fucking frowned at me and scooted by. And I'm like, we could have been friends. Back to the audition. I'm still doing this when I hear the door, and so I stop. Christian Slater walks out. Normally what happens at an audition is the person before you will finish, and then somebody running the audition will come out with a clipboard and call the next person in. I do not wait for clipboard lady. I fucking run by Christian Slater because I know what is waiting for him. Sure enough, swear to God, the door shuts. I'm about to start my audition, and from the other side of the door, I hear, "Oh, man!" The moment Christian Slater walked into my wall of hate. And it was fucking one of those invisible spiderweb farts where you're just like, it's in my fucking mouth. It's in my mouth. God damn it. Like, he still stunk when he got in his Range Rover. I know it. Gets in his car and he's like, I smell like character actor. Fuck. God damn it. That is not the worst thing going on in this area. No.